Yeah, I went through and tagged a bunch of people.
All right.
Oh, I thought Nancy was going to do our intro. What happened to that?
What intro? What intro?
Dude, hold on.
Oh, is Nancy gonna sing the?
Are you gonna do our intro? Yeah. We forgot.
You ready?
Yes, we're ready.
We're live right now.
We're ready. We're
I'll
live.
say it off if I'm not going on.
No, you're on.
right
You're on
now.
live right now.
Live from Crown Point, it's the Nicole and Craig Show!
Yay!
We got a live studio audience and a live announcer, Nancy.
Yep, there we go.
So hello, everyone. Did you already tag people? What
I
up, Brad?
did. What's going on, Brad?
We're coming at you live this week.
I know, it's been a minute since we've been live.
Where's our white background? Or we have a white background. We don't have we're not in the jungle. We're not in wherever.
Get it,
Yeah.
Nancy.
Oh, she got it. She got it, Ryan. I do miss the live format, right?
What's
going on, Brad?
That's
What's
what
up,
I
Ryan?
said.
I like it. We're gonna give it an extra minute or two to let some more people get on there. If you want, tell us you're here, and we'll do a shout out like we're like some big fancy TV show.
Yeah, because we are. Hello.
If you guys don't worry about zooming in, Nicole is turning into the Terminator. So every time she looks towards me, you're gonna see that.
I need an eye patch.
Yeah, she's thinking about becoming a pirate. So
Where's the bed sheet? I know. It's at Highland. It's at the Highland office.
it's at the Highland office. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. You know what, Craig? The market is so busy. There's a lot of non-professionalism happening out there right now.
Yes, there
Let me move
is.
this back. We keep every time we bump or move the table back 1 millimeter.
Okay. Is that better?
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
and then that way, every time we bump the table, it won't also bump the camera. My bad, everyone. I moved that thing too close there. Where's the bed sheet, Brad said? You already answered that
Yep.
one. We don't know. It's in Highland. There.
You could tell he's not used to doing live format anymore.
John, just edit that out. Where is John? John's not here.
Nope.
All
sure
right.
is not.
So, okay, how can you be a better agent? How can you work better with the agents that are out there? So we're going to give you some tips to work better with other agents.
Yeah, I think right now it is definitely some agents are, fisticuffs right now. So we definitely need some advice on this.
And boom, number 5. So here we go. First of all, this should be obvious, and I hope your managing brokers already told you this, but watch what you post on social media. We're seeing a lot of stuff where agents are posting stuff. I'm so sick and tired of these other agents not getting back to us. I'm so sick and tired. First of all, it makes real estate agents look unprofessional as a whole, including the poster.
Yeah, I mean, and if you see it, no matter where you post it, somebody else has seen it. I don't know how many times I've had a friend of mine text me something that somebody posted and it's not there anymore, but I still got to see it because I got a text that showed it.
So Melissa?
Whatever you think you're posting in that moment, take a breath, calm down before you post it. And
then delete the post.
Don't post it. Just don't post it.
Facebook is not a place for you to, revolutionize the industry, so to speak. Okay.
No.
So anyway, no one cares about your angry post. It's petty and it makes all of us look bad. Don't do it. And like I said, even like last year, even as when I was president of Gannett, like every week, I would get a post texted to me by someone else, a friend, saying, "Hey, look what this agent just posted." So bad news travels faster than the speed of light, and don't do it. Just don't do it.
Stay in the
It's not
good.
going to fix anything. Yeah,
No.
be positive. And I'll be honest with you, it is not in your client's best interest to be an agent no one wants to do a deal with.
And, it doesn't help anybody if you're super negative all the time. Like, nobody wants to be around a super negative person all the time. I don't care what you're doing. So, whether you're a realtor or in
I say
real life.
opposites attract. Do you think like a super positive person and a super negative person would like combine and form a balanced person?
Sometimes, I think.
All right.
Maybe, but...
Sorry, I watched like Voltron yesterday, so now I'm like, let's combine. Yes, they all formed a giant
You
robot.
think you're a transformer? Is that what you think today?
Yeah. Can we say that now?
Why? Get out of here. Oh my gosh.
John, cut the last 10 seconds out,
It
John.
took me a minute to get that.
All right, it's Friday, everybody. Number 4. This one's simple. This is like, I've been harping on this forever. Some agents don't agree with me, and that's fine. They're wrong. Feedback if you get a request for feedback, just do it.
I forgot.
Just submit it. It's not that bad.
You're always right. How does everybody not realize this, that he's always right 24/7 with my Terminator eye? Hold on, let me move it a little bit.
You guys see that thing?
Ugh, it's terrible.
Right, Brad? What a cool show. And you know what? And that was a good show about teamwork. You know, like, and what I think what was it, the Power Rangers? Didn't they do that too? They'd all like doing their karate stuff in spandex,
Rangers, something like that. In spandex.
I don't know.
True.
And then all of a sudden they would all of a sudden become like a giant monster or something and fight another giant monster. So it was cool. Good times. Good times.
Craig says it's do it simple. I say you have to get in the habit when you leave the house or when you're done with that client, you need to do the feedback right away. Because if you don't, we all know that it's harder to do it later than it is to do it in the moment.
Look at that. Nancy, our announcer, is on. What
Hey,
up, Jessica?
Kish.
Jessica, you're back for the live format. She doesn't comment a lot on the non-live shows.
Right? What's up with that?
Yeah, Jess likes the live shows. She says, you know what, you better get live if you want my patronage, right?
Yeah, true.
All right. So hello, welcome. All right. So we got number 4. Yeah, feedback. It's easy. Just fill it out. Most of the time you'll get an email from Showing Time or right after that, and then just do it. Number 3. Go ahead.
Give the benefit of the doubt. Don't assume that whatever happened is negative in nature. That's part of the problem. Like, don't assume the worst. You're thinking this agent isn't going to get back to you because of X, Y, Z. Like, you can't assume that somebody has ill intentions just going into it. And I think that's happening a lot right now.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? And I think you got to remember that both sides have complications. If you represent a seller, you're dealing with multiple offers. You're dealing with a lot of, if you're like me and didn't get the disclosures updated yet, you're getting yelled at by a lot of agents, correctly so, because I didn't upload my attachments yet. My bad, everybody. But, be respectful, too, of the other side. The other agent, they're dealing with a lot of offers. They're dealing with a lot of requests coming in. And if you represent a buyer, guess what? I mean, yeah, you want answers from the seller and stuff like that. But I know there's other competition and stuff like that. So I guess the thing is, like, never just assume everything bad's happening. I had a good case. I think we touched on it like a couple weeks ago, where I wrote an offer. It was on a house. The agent never acknowledged they got the offer, and they had plenty of time, but I'm sure they were inundated with a bunch of offers. And then 3 days after my offer expired, I did get a written rejection via email, and never a communication from the agent for like a 6-day period of, the offer being submitted to me getting an email back. But whatever, I assume my buyer didn't get it because I didn't, it went under contract. So anyway, it's one of those things. The agent did it when she had the chance to it. They were inundated with a bunch of stuff. And remember, this is still a pandemic time. People are still getting affected by the virus and stuff like that. So be peace. Treat others how you want to be treated.
I was just going to say golden rule. Dude,
yeah.
Weird. We were on the same page there.
Must be the Terminator eye.
Shut up, because when I like did my look earlier, and it was like half my eye was red. It's terrible. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, trust me.
Yeah. So got that going for it, which is great.
No.
All right. So let's move on. I mean, yeah, again, don't assume the worst. It just doesn't do anyone any good.
Yeah.
And then it usually leads you to doing something else because you stew on it for a while. More resentment builds, more anger builds, and then you fire off some angry email that maybe the agent didn't even deserve it. So
calm down, man. Like, nothing's going to be solved that way. You have to take the higher road, because it literally, if you get your emotions involved and then the other agent gets their emotion involved, then you have seller and the buyer with their emotion involved, none of that's going to work out for anybody's best interest. It's just not.
Well, Ryan, unfortunately, that works too.
That is not the golden rule.
I think that's the new variation. I don't know. That one works too. I'd also accept
not really
who yeah.
No.
So anyway,
that's not what we're talking about.
Well, it works. I can't fault Ryan. That's unfortunately that seems to be more accurate than anything else. But okay, so numero dos. This one's easy. I like this one. Make it a win-win. You got to remember, our clients, and let's not forget, obviously, we all work for our client. I understand that. But also, what's in your client's best interest is you having a good working relationship with your fellow real estate agents out there.
Remember that. I think that is a huge thing that people forget, because if you have 20 offers and they're all the same price and you have somebody that works really well, you know, oh, see, that was the full Terminator either. Sorry. Now I'm distracted.
No.
The only win-win is, you know, for you to be an agent that does well, does their paperwork, does things on time, things like that. That's the win-win for you and your client. That's when it comes down to being really important.
Yeah. So, and remember, you know, buyers and sellers are going to come and go. Okay. You're going to be working with these other realtors if you're in this for the long haul. I've been doing this 20 years. And it's like you've got to maintain, it's your advantage to maintain a good name of being someone helpful and good to do a deal with.
Yeah.
It'll help your offers get accepted. It's all around good. But quite frankly, I think our clients want it to be as peaceful as possible, especially when it's like what I would consider kind of like a traditional sale of, you know, an owner-occupant buyer moving into an owner-occupied listing, you know, like so it's kind of like they're excited about this property that they're buying, that they're going to live in for whoever knows how long, an average of 7 years or whatever. And this seller that maybe they live there 7 years and they're moving, like the buyer wants to know that the seller took care of the house and stuff like that. And again, I'm talking like traditional owner-occupant type transactions. A lot of times investors don't necessarily mind that as much, but you know, I've got investors too that they like it, you know, they want the seller to be happy and, you know, that everything's good. You know, they want it to be a win-win.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I think that is what we always have to remember, because we are here to take the stress off of our clients, right? They're already stressed with all the outside stuff. They don't need to be stressed with the deal. And when you are looking at making it a win-win for everybody,
What's up, Brandy and David?
Really what our goal should be.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and another thing I like to do, and a lot of times you'll find great tips on this. Call the agent. If let's say you're representing a buyer and you're going to submit an offer on another agent's listing, sometimes call that listing agent and say, hey, is there anything in particular that your seller, you know, would find to be an advantage? Like sometimes they want a little bit of possession time after closing. Sometimes, well, I mean, every seller would probably love it if there's no inspection, but of course.
Any terms that the seller would like.
Yeah, is there
right?
any terms that would be an advantage to the seller, you know?
Yep.
So that's something that sometimes that'll help sweeten the deal. And most of the time it's possession stuff, I would say. But you never know. And sometimes, and then you might ask your buyer, hey, do you care giving them 3 days after closing? And the buyer might be like, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all good, you know, especially in this market, if the seller is still waiting to close on something themselves or whatever. All right, we beat that one into the ground, right?
Yeah, and number one, let's roll into number one, because this is one of my biggest pet peeves is communicate, answer them. We talk about this all the time in our shows. Why do we talk about it all the time? Because it is literally, in my opinion, is the cornerstone of our job.
Yeah.
I always say, like, we're the nucleus, and then we have all these spikes, like, around us, right? And if the nucleus is failing, it's breaking all the spokes, and then the deal just falls apart. So it's our job to keep everybody in sync, and we can't do that without communicating, and sometimes over communicating to make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, and realistically, it's kind of part of all 5 of these.
Yeah.
Just communicate. You know, had that agent the example I said earlier about the house where, you know, it was 6 days without getting a response. Had they have acknowledged that I got my offer, I would have been a lot happier. Yeah. But I didn't go, you know, I know the agent's better, like, I knew the agent, I'm assuming they were doing their job.
Yeah.
So, and I figured they were inundated with offers and stuff like that. So I made that choice and I explained that to my client and they were fine with it. So it's all those things. Like I always tell agents, never fight a battle that your client didn't authorize you to fight. Sometimes we get hung up as agents, like, let's say you have a sticking point on like a home warranty or something like that, or who's going to select title or something like that. You better really ask your buyer and of course talk to your managing broker. You know, I'm not giving you nothing I say should ever trump what your managing broker says. Yeah. You know, you only should listen to your managing broker.
And I think like sometimes as agents, you have to think like, is it worth the battle? Is it something you should be battling? Like I've gotten title before, you know, on a contract and the other side's like, well, we already ordered pre-title. I asked my buyer, are you okay with that? 9 times out of 10, they could care less. Okay, great. You know, and we'll give that title up. But,
it's like
you know.
one hair that's sticking up.
Okay, alfalfa. But is it really
Make it
worth the battle? Is it in the best interest of your client? And I think sometimes our egos get involved, and then the communication just takes a dump, and then you can forget it and everything falls apart when it's something you could have saved.
Communication takes a dump. Nicole Hansen, 2021. Everyone write that quote
Hashtag.
down. John,
We'll make that the thumbnail.
All right, communication takes a dump. Really?
Hey.
We have no way to edit any of this either.
No,
Hey,
it's
Michaela.
live. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll do it live. All right, well, that hair thing's not gonna...
Okay, pretty boy, are you done now?
I think I gotta get it out of the screen. What's Darla?
I don't know. Do I know what that is? What is that, Gail? Explain.
What's up, Gail?
What's up?
All right, so those are some great tips for working better with other agents. Again,
going into this season with the limited inventory, coming off of COVID, everybody's just, kind of over it at this point. So suck it up for one last round of, we're in season now, guys. It is going to be busy. It is going to continue like this. I don't see, he's more worried about my eye than your hair. I broke a blood vessel in my eye. I don't know how.
I'm just hoping a laser beam doesn't come out of there. What was that?
Alfalfa's love now. I get it.
Oh, alfalfa, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what was I going to say about that?
I don't know.
Something about laser beams.
It's the Terminator. I can't do a Terminator. Can you do a Terminator impression?
Well, you can't.
Shut up! I was trying.
Nice try. No way for John to edit that out.
Nope.
So anyway, okay. So I think that's I think that about does it. I mean, it's kind of like this. I mean, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a hero or a villain? I'm guessing most real estate agents don't want to be villains because they're helping. Our career is literally helping people accomplish their goals. So most of us want to be heroes. Is a hero fighting with the other heroes in the game? No, they're not. So figure it out. Work better together.
And unload on one of your realtor friends. Don't unload on the realtor you're doing the transaction with. That might help you too.
And don't unload on social media.
Yeah, no, that's very bad.
Because honestly, have you ever read something on Facebook and then you're like, you know what? That changes my whole thought. Yep, that changes my whole thought process.
No, I look at it and go, oh, damn, they posted that? Eek.
Did you ever post something on Facebook and say, I'm going to change the world with this post?
No.
No, then why do you keep doing it?
I don't know, because people really like social media, I guess.
Why do we post our show on Facebook?
So people will watch it. That's why.
Oh, man, I just got into a hypocrisy conundrum.
I know.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, don't look at me. Ugh.
I can't help it. I have to look straight on to people. Hold on. There, I got blinders. Is that better?
I don't know.
I can't even move it on purpose. There we go. I moved it on purpose.
No, I'm just kidding.
It
happens.
will heal in 2 weeks.
That happened to me once. Yeah, it happened.
Whatever.
It happens sometimes. I think one time I was looking to the right and something happened and it just popped or something. It was weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching and putting up with us live. Sorry we don't have all the edits, and sorry we're out of the jungle / beach / where else did we have us?
A lion's mouth.
A lion's cage. That was awesome.
Things like that. I don't know.
Yep.
All right. Well,
we didn't even say Carol Baskin or nothing,
Oh, we didn't. We should have. Yeah, what happened to our boxing gloves thumbnail, too? We needed to use that, too.
I don't know.
We get John to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all
thanks for watching live, guys. Going back to the regular format for a minute. We appreciate you all watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye. I put it on my back. Let's just looking. That's true, Brad.
Nice.